it's Karen from Liongate Farm, and today I am going to show you another multimedia felting project. And today's project is these little spring fairies. These are quick, these are easy. You can make them stand up, or you could hang them on a mobile. Very, very cute, and I will show you how to do it. Okay, so you need two 12-inch stiff bristle pipe cleaners. These are not your craft pipe cleaner. They have the stiff little metal pieces in them. Get them on Amazon. Stiff bristle pipe cleaners, 12 inches, two of them. You need some skin tone of your choice. And then refer back to our spring bunny tutorial. I dyed some coffee filters with food coloring today. So this is your traditional basket coffee filter. We're going to use a half of one. I threw them outside in the sun and they dried in just a second. So we're going to use a coffee filter or two, and wings, dress. I'll show you how to do it. Oh, and you might need a couple little locks for their head, or like if you're going to glue them. This is an egg cup from an egg carton that I painted. I glued it onto a little wooden thing, and then I put some locks around it, so it looks like she's in the forest. So let's get started. It's super fast, super easy. You're gonna love it. All right, so you have two 12-inch stiff bristle pipe cleaners. You're gonna find center on the first one. Okay, these are the legs. All right, and then the second one, you can find center on it, but I don't want you to bend it. I just want you to kind of mark where it is, so that's center. And you are going to string it through this one, but you're going to leave enough for a head, okay? You're going to go, oh my gosh, this is so easy, I can't even stand it. And we're going to bring this one through. And you want the head to be about the size of a nickel, okay? There's your arms. And then we're going to twist the body. I just twisted about 5 times, and look, there it is. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I will put a twist on the head. There we go. Got one little head, one little body. And you might want to trim. So remember, arms come halfway down the thigh. You might just need to take a piece off, just like a little teeny piece. Oh, maybe I can't. Yeah, there we go. I got it. You want your arms the same length. I trimmed off just like a little 3/8 inch piece, because the hands, we want them to end up like mid-thigh. And when we bend this up, that's where it will be. So now you have your flesh tone. Skin color of your choice, you guys. It can be any color. These would be super cute on a little mobile, a little hanging mobile, which I think I'm going to do. So we're going to draft some of this out so it's super thin, and we will start with the head. I push it through. Because those pokies are on there, it's going to wrap really fast, and then kind of angle up, angle back, and now we're going to secure that. I'm using a 38 star spiral. This is your quick, easy spring project. I saw these made totally out of another medium, and I thought, oh my gosh, I could felt that. So here I am with a quick impromptu felting thing. And then we're going to take a little piece. You don't want the head to be giant. We're just going to put a little piece on this side. It's a little round head, because they're Waldorf style, which means they aren't going to have a face. We got another little piece to go on this side. This will give you a round head. I don't know where you guys are all watching from, but today here in Southern Oregon, it is 80 degrees and gorgeous outside. I mean, gorgeous. It was Meetup Monday, so we sat out on the patio and chatted and worked and chatted and worked. I had people spinning. I was spinning today. And Carolyn was spinning today. And Barbara was helping me get a fleece ready to wash. You guys will be excited. New Leicester long wool in the house. White Leicester long wool curls. Almost ready to wash the whole thing. Get those dyed or natural in the shop. Leicester long wool is kind of fun. It's like Blueface Leicester, only the curls are bigger. So it makes really good gnome beards. Really good open gnome beards. It's good. It's good. I like it. Felt really good. It's a little bit coarser than Blueface. And the curls are like 4 to 6 inches, so it's not like a super long fleece. So the back of his head is still a little flat. Her head. It's a her. So let's add a little bit more. So basically we're just building a little round ball on our fixture. This takes the longest amount of time to build the head. And I like to work them so they're kind of smooth. We're going to make like a blue-green fairy this time. I was trying to do pastels with my food coloring. It's kind of funny. Yeah, that's why I have dye on my fingers. My finger is pink. Okay, let's see on this side. So you basically don't want a ridge from that pipe cleaner. John might come in here. He just got home from work. And I haven't even really said hi to him yet. Stabbing along the way. Okay, that's a nice little head. All right, now we're going to take, this is like a 6-inch piece of skin tone, and we're just going to take it. We want to wrap thin. So the best thing about these pipe cleaners is, man, this stuff sticks with no problem. And you know how I like to do these hands. Remember, we want these super skinny because it's a skinny little fairy. Okay, I'm going down and around. See how I have that bent up already? Now I'm going to bend it all the way over. And then I'm going to back up, give her a little hand, and then wrap thin. Don't get excited that you went around the hand. Just wrap nice and thin. Temptation is to just like, ball it all up there. But just spread it out. I'm getting caught on the wire on the other side. Get it up here. This stuff felts itself. It's pretty cool. And we're going to give it a little poke up here around the neck area. That's one arm. See how fast these are, Kenan? Really fast. So I was making these today, and the people that were felting, I made one today, and then the people that were felting all decided they were going to make one, and they were like, these are so fun. I said, right? I love taking ideas from other medias and then morphing them into felting and then making stuff. Okay, let's bend up this hand. John's doing something. Oh, I think he's looking for garbage. It's garbage day. And he's looking for all the garbage. Okay, so now we're just going to wrap down. And we're going to do one leg at a time. You guys, seriously, this is the easiest little thing. This would be a good one for a quick little class, if somebody was doing a class. Just remember, if you make my stuff. Yes, you can sell it. It's a question I've been getting. Just do the courtesy of mentioning where you got the ideas. Or if you post it somewhere else online, you know, hey, I made this and it was inspired by a video that Liongate Farm had on YouTube. Give us credit. We need the credit. But yes, you can sell them. You may sell them as many as you want. Just give the original artist some credit. I try to do that if I'm inspired by something else. Like I said, I saw this as a paper product with wood beads and like lollipop sticks. And I'm like, oh, I could do better than that. So I'm morphing it. There was no original artist, or I'd be naming him. Okay, we got one leg. On to the next leg. Always thin overlap just a tiny bit. You want to keep these nice and skinny. That's what makes them cute. They're skinny little legs. You can use this technique with any wires. And like I said, I got these 12-inch stiff bristled pipe cleaners on Amazon. Okay, now you want your legs to be the same size. So bend that foot up. And then we're going to wrap around it. This is like the fastest project we've ever done, Canon. All right, so now we have this little person in front of us, right? So you look at it and decide what, see, this is too flat to be the front. This is the front of the head. And you want it pretty smooth. Now, you went over to the Spring Bunny and you learned how to dye these. I'm going to make a blue-green, but actually I'm going to make a yellow one and a blue-green one. So watch this. We're going to use that piece. And you can use scissors if you want. I'm weird. I like to tear them. It doesn't matter if they're even. All right, so we have two pieces here. And then, so you have this little weird shape that you tore off of the other coffee filter. And we're gonna cut. If you guys think you need a template on this, give me a shout out and I will make one. So, little wing shape, okay? Little wings, like this. They can be any shape you want. See, there's our little wings. They can go, I want them to go up this way though. All right, so we have an arm and an arm. And I eyeball this because you can scrunch it up. So you're going to come up here and cut a little hole and a little hole. Okay, but I want the blue one on top. And let's cut a little hole. The first time I did this, I tore the holes. Today I'm using scissors. Okay, so now we're going to dress her just like she's a paper doll. She kind of is a paper doll. It's pretty crazy. Now, you might have to go into the glue gun to show them the rest. I think I left it on. I want you to scrunch this up. Get your head up there. Scrunch up her little bodice. You know, you could even take a little piece of ribbon and tie it around her waist. And it's this little flower fairy. Isn't that cute? Okay, and then we're going to glue these on. I want them to go this way. Or do I want them to? Yeah, I want them to go this way. All right, so she needs a little headband. And we have yellow and we have blue. I'm going to do something different on her that I did on the other ones. And I'm kind of going to twist it together. We're going to give her a little different headband. I know this is a crazy little multimedia project. You guys got to tell me if you like projects like this. I know Kenan looked at me like I was a nutball when I said, this is what we're going to do today. He just shook his head. I'm like, no, they're really cute. Giving her a little crown. See, it's the cutest little thing. So if you were going to hang her, you'd obviously hang her, you know, from her head and then have her flying. I mean, I think this would be the cutest little mobile. Have her flying. But right now, we're going to take you into the craft room, and I'm going to show you how I glue on the wings. You can trim this up, but you don't really need to. You just scrunch it up so that one is shorter than the other. And we're ready. Okay, if you're going to do the egg cup, most of you probably don't have giant scissors like this. These are like the giantest scissors ever, but they're great. All right, you're just going to cut a piece out. And all I do, so see how this goes down and this goes down. And we're going to just do a little curve and a little curve. So you would just do this and see how it kind of looks like a flower. And then you're going to paint it inside and out. And then I glue it to this little disc. And then I glue her in. I just would glue her feet in. So we would bend her feet just a little bit and glue her in. And you got to mess with them to get them to stand up. Oh my gosh, I love this color. I think I would paint this yellow. Okay, but now we have her little dress on. So you're going to take your little tiny glue gun. I'm just going to put a little dab of glue in there. Don't put too much. And scrunch this onto it. Hold on, I got to reload. Maybe I don't. All right, scrunch that onto it. You just want her dress. You have two. I have 2 layers, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit more. Don't burn your fingers. And yes, Kenan, there's glue stuck to my fingers. All right, so you got that done, and now you want a little, just a tiny bit. I love these cordless glue guns. All right, and I want her wings to be up this high. You're just gluing right there. Oops, stay over there. Because these are paper, you can manipulate them. And there we have just this cutest little fairy. So we can dress her. I have some little, we could put that there. That would be cute. Go through all your little knicky-knacks and see what you got. She's going to be a daisy fairy. So we dressed her. She needs, which one do I like better? Yeah, I got glue on my fingers. That's okay. Nope, I like the daisy, and I dropped it. Hold on. So this daisy, I had cut these already, and it is, we're in my craft room, so I got the serious tools now. I'm going to cut that off, put a little dab of glue, and give her a little flower in her hair. How cute is that? So here we have 3 quick. I mean, if I had to time how long it took me to do this, it wasn't even 40 minutes. It was not even 40 minutes. In fact, it took longer to dye the coffee filters. So I want to see you guys posting these. I want to see what you make. They're super cute. Hey guys, thanks for joining me today with our quick little spring fairy multimedia tutorial. Very cute. But I want to remind you that we're going to have a live felt, and we're going to be making this beehive. There are kits available for the big one, the 14-inch and the 10-inch. So join us. Make sure you like our videos, follow us, and if you need supplies, head over to liongate.org. See you then. This is the smallest lamb we've ever had on the farm. Is he the cutest thing you've ever seen? He's tiny. He's just a tiny little guy, but he's doing good.